Hey everybody, Sean Bukowski here. Hope you're all having a great week and trying to stay cool in this awful, awful Texas weather. We're getting already early June, I should say, and it's already this hot. But anyway, another issue we want to talk about this week is affordable housing. We talk so much about housing here, but it's really for Central Texas. I'm not sure there's a bigger issue. It's the biggest issue we're facing as a community is the lack of affordable housing here, and it's really going to dictate how we survive and how we thrive in the next 10, 20, 30 years is how we deal with affordable housing now. And one of the specific issues that has really held back the development of more density and more housing are compatibility requirements. And if you're not familiar, it's basically that within, I think it's in Texas or in Austin area, within 420 feet of single family homes, developers cannot go over 60 feet. And that's some of the most restrictive compatibility requirements in the country for a city of this size. And so last week, the city council met and they had a marathon session, mostly on housing. And one of the things they decided to work on was at least a little bit of easing of the compatibility requirements. And what they've at least proposed to do and gone through an initial vote on, but it'll take additional votes, is to increase that. There's a whole bunch of areas they can increase, but they're going to increase it a little bit for general compatibility. And then if you're willing to put in some affordable housing units that are basically 12% of the units being 60% of the median family income in the area, then you can go a lot higher and you can go up to 90 feet. And that's obviously a huge benefit to developers. I mean, and a huge benefit to Austin. That would allow a lot more housing, a lot more units to be added to the community, and hopefully keep prices in check if we continue to add more units. But this is a good first step. I call it a baby step in the article I've written because that's really what it is. I mean, I don't want to be too down on the city council because what they're considering with compatibility requirements and easing compatibility restrictions is a great first step, but it can't be the end. It can't be the conclusion. It's got to be. There's so much more that we need to do to improve affordable housing and to encourage more density in the city, and that's really how we're going to beat affordable housing. So, kudos to the city council for taking the first step last week and potentially loosening the restrictions on compatibility, at least somewhat. But there's a lot more work to be done. Hopefully, if you enjoy this, thanks for listening. Hopefully, you enjoy this. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, our blog, and our podcast. Thanks a lot. Have a great week.